Okay, hello and welcome to Holy Shoot. I keep wanting to call it Unholy Shoot because that wing that looks like a U, but it's not. Also, there was an offline subscription. I don't know if I can resend it, but I'm going to try seeing if it goes through by clicking that. And if it does, we get to hear the fun alert that went off whilst it was offline, but it just might rain a whole bunch of confetti instead. Okay, why is Bigger Fire being extra? Okay, let's make it so that we can actually see all the windows. Okay, I can see everything, I can see chat. Everything's good, but hello and welcome to Holy Shoot, which is a new game from a solo developer. The small indie studio. It's their first game, but thank you to the devs for the key. Very, very, very much appreciated. Interestingly, the audio started with sound effects and ambience at 100. Ambient means music. The UI at 0 and the voice line sound at 0. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. I am playing on controller. But I'm going to turn the sensitivity up because I'm not a low sensy person. Also, there's no window modes, but you know, here's what it is. By window mode, I mean you don't get to choose whether you want windowed or borderless or full screen, because I would want full screen always, especially in a first-person shooter. But maybe that it's just always full screen. You never know. It might be borderless windows, but it might also be you don't want to click out of the window, so it's automatically in full screen. But people like a choice and to know, right?
Welcome to Holy Shoot. Down the centuries, 7 sacred artifacts from ancient cultures had protected the earth from evil.
It's like very interesting.
Called the Order of the Sanctum
Elon Musk eating popcorn.
By ensuring these holy items were safe from the sticky fingers of demon spawn. And so it was that one day all hell was let loose. Just when
this guy didn't watch over them well enough.
Everything went crazy. It was no more ice cream in the sun and reading
he was having popcorn.
comics. Some serious stuff was going down. The Sanctum phone starts ringing constantly.
Headquarters here, what the hell is going on? The horde of demons has stolen the 7 sacred artifacts and now they're pouring onto Earth through rifts. What the heck are you doing about it? This is a PR nightmare. I need you to get a team together with all the weapons you can muster. Then get down to hell and get the artifacts back.
A special ops crack unit of Sanctum warriors arm themselves and prepare for war. Along
with very colourful weapons.
Legendary heroes known as Ghost Knights are going to lend a hand. Hell is packed to the brim with demons, including 7 mean demon bosses. This is a
who stole the artifacts?
Furious and very funny battle between trained warriors of the Order of the Sanctum and the sucky demons. Get
who
ready
just wanted their artifacts
demon
back?
ass. It's time to go to hell.
They just wanted their artifacts back. That's all that we stole from them. But yeah, I'm a controller player, so we're going to be playing on controller, and I'm glad I turned the sensitivity up because that is, you know, maybe the right amount of sensitivity for a controller. We've got the redemption, and we.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Okay, we turned invisible. That's the actual shoot button. Didn't see that coming, no, because I thought we were clicking to use the shoots. The Baron burns a lot to unlock this, but ooh, that's a very high jump. Oh, double jump and wings? We must have wings, right? Be floating like that. This looks like the sort of place that would hold secrets. Right? Punch. That's Q. Dash button is dash. Got it. We've got medals that we probably get for achievements. Stop moving. Okay, I need a dead zone sensitivity check. That would be nice to set my dead zone because my controller's a bit old and it's kind of lacking its dead zone anymore. Seems like we've already been given all of the medals that we probably should be earning. reload is the expected reload button. They've gotta put in the controls on the things you would expect. You know, for a game that probably expects you to play on keyboard and mouse. Can we not? Like, this guy's got an outline as though we should be able to interact with him in some way. But it seems not. And this one as well. Stained glass window. Hey, we can't do anything with the deer, lady. Got ancient gods. All of the demons are covering their faces. Or the angels. Yes, they're definitely not demons. An old guy just sitting here. Psst, 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 psst. He's a cat. Oh. There's the cat. Wasn't the old man. We weren't being weird to the old man and going psst, 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 psst. We were saying hello to the little cat. But we can't crouch, right? I guess there's no crouch button. Again, my dead zone makes it very, 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 very hard. Yeah, left 3 and R3 don't crouch. So we can't crouch. Okay. Doesn't do a lot. Doesn't go meow or ask for food or anything. Hello? Hi. Tales of Old York. Are you a character that we can play or something? Didn't do a lot other than wave. Let's steal your shotgun. Your treasure chests? Nope. Confessional booth. But we can't get inside of it. Guess we've got nothing to confess. Hi.
What's that? Secret ingredient. Couldn't find any spoons. So, I stirred it with my pinky. Might be sweeter than usual.
Did you burn yourself mixing the tea like that? Or is it just stone cold? I wouldn't recommend it. Hi, Zeus. What are you doing here? Typing away. Look, powerful upgrades. Spend divine offerings through the offense, defense, and utility upgrade tree. Each divine offering is completed in-game challenge. Hard challenge, the greater the rewards. Okay. Impossible to select on controller. Nearby enemies take more damage than usual, reduces incoming damage, and decreases the amount of souls required to gain new perks. Okay. Just because you're there. Obviously, we have no upgrades, so it's kind of pointless. Who's the Greek god of tea, then? Obviously, you're the Greek god of being in charge. And lightning, and typing as well. But, who's the Greek god of tea?
See that coming.
That guy's sorry, tea lady. What are you trying to do? What's hiding back here? I want to have a peek. What secrets are hiding behind here? He's obviously meant to be playing the organ or the piano. They've got the pipes of the organ up here. But obviously from down there, you're not meant to see that he's actually playing thin air musically. He's just tinkling the pipes so gently and methodically that they play the whole music of the game. That is how great this god musician is. Okay, we've hit the ceiling. We've hit the ceiling. Was that an acorn? Not an acorn that we can do anything with. But you know, you're not meant to see that he's not actually playing anything, right? Although from here, you can quite clearly see there's nothing there. Again, you know, a small team of devs. They're hiding their faces still. So don't let that put you off. But, you know, you're probably not meant to be able to get up there. A creepy demon, baby. With a scroll. Can I steal the scroll? Is this, Cupid? Really shoot. Yeah, I gave him some tactics. He points at the board and it says, holy shoot. Guess we have no tactics to give. And he's like, tactics, yes. I can jump up there too. There's chests. Okay, so this is a Borderlands gun provider. I've seen them before. Enter the portal. Use from several elemental perks to enhance your autocast ability with powerful effects, make enemies freeze, run in fear, or get zapped. Okay, so it's a roguelike Doom-like. Okay, Thunderlance, well, that's interesting. The control of Dead Zone can make you run away very quickly whilst you choose your thing. The power will stay with you for the entire run. So Thunder attacks periodically, cause Thunderlance, dealing damage to an enemy, stunning them for 1 second. Face periodically cause Frozen, causes enemies to damage nearby enemies and slow them for 3 seconds. Causing damage to enemies and fearing it for 3 seconds. I mean, it being afraid is probably better than it freezing, right? Because then it's running away actively. Frozen and slowing down is one thing, but it running away, quite another. You know, that's it not doing anything. Then it has to come back and start its attack animation. So that's even better. Maybe hunting after it might be a problem, but we'll deal with that. And they were both for 3 seconds, so I think running away enemies is better. Okay, this is holy shit. Okay, there's spices and things. Auto is our new ability. Fires. There's... Oh god. Clear the room without using any abilities, such as you and your whips. 130 seconds. Okay, lag. Loaded in the next room, I think. Now, my question then becomes... Okay. Some enemies will have weak points. You can target it for extra damage. You spot them to change colour... by change the colour on any part of their body, and carefully hit the spot and deal serious damage. Wanted the challenge. Prove yourself and earn rewards. Completing game challenge to earn divine offerings. Or like the fairy companion, this tiny creature joins you in battle, helping with attacks, in you when you hurt, and occasionally throwing some sassy remarks, which by standard the voice lines are switched off. Make it strong by collecting glimmering dust. My question is, what if I use the ability outside of the room and then run in with the ability? And divine offerings to unlock permanent upgrades of the hub, angel manager. So improve your stats, boost your companion, and unlock new features. Each branch grants different kind of gameplay effects. So choose your fit your style. Okay, the lag might be a problem. Why is it suddenly freezing and lagging? God damn. This is a small team of devs. And the game is new. It's a bit hard to perform a challenge when... Oh my god. When the sensitivity is super low once you're in the room. The turning circle, I just used sensitivity by accident. Because I want to use the more standard buttons as the things. I don't even know what the ability does. Not into the fire. Help, I'm stuck on a tree. That's a wall. Why is the turning circle so crazily low? It was much better outside of the room. But now that we're in combat, do you see how slow it is to turn? Why? I think I know. Why? Because it probably reset everything, didn't it? 2.1? Okay, apparently it didn't. Okay, let's get back into the game. Again, controller player makes it a lot harder to aim at everything. Okay, we just hit that guy's weak points and then we fell into the fire. You died and turned into a crisp. Just turning circles not good. Controller player though. But why is the sensitivity so crazily low? Like outside, walking around, it seemed fine. The hub area. But once we're in the game, like it turned to 0.6 again. I know it was telling me that it, but it felt like 0.6. Like, sensitivity is definitely way down low again. That is not the sensitivity that we had. It's not. That's a 0.6. The sensitivity that it had when I first set it was higher. It has overridden the sensitivity. It's crazy. And also, why does it take so long to exit out of the thing once you change the sensitivity? We're going to leave it at 4 because, look, we can turn fast. Who's betting that the instant we get into the game, lag, again, out of nowhere, it's going to suddenly be down to 0.6 again. And unplayable on controller. The wall of fear. Because I want it to work at the sensitivity that I've set. Even if it's stupidly high now. At least if it stays there, then that's something. But if it turns down to no, you can't turn again, then it's not going to let you play on control. Which sucks. And it might not even let you play on mouse, because that's low sensitivity for a mouse as well. I like at least a decent amount of sensitivity, not I have to run across the whole desk to be able to turn left. Don't have that much room to go, whoop, that turns slightly to the left, my whole desk. No. Thanks so far. So not turning. But it was once we went into the area, right? There's room without using any abilities. And then what do I need to do to actually get the door to open? We just wait for it to load, I guess. Could use a little optimization in the loading as well. What has he got tied around his gun? Is that a bungee cord around the front of the gun? That meant to muffle it? Or is it like a special talisman that, you know, use it with special powers? But hopefully we'll be able to turn this time, because turning is important. And, you know, that also might lead to us falling into the fire. Fire in the back of the first room, though, is a bit crazy. You know? It's like an instant death pit in your very first room. Which, you know, when you've got a controller that doesn't have a good dead zone, you just run into it. You just run into it. Don't use any abilities. This time I won't accidentally click an ability. Does that include dodge? I think it just means E and Q, right? Which I don't even know what those abilities do, to be honest. Okay. Eventually we're going to get to play. At any moment now we will get to play. Doors still aren't open. Okay. Keys. So you can kill everything before you even enter the room. Gotta dead-eye them from the other side of the map. What are the eyeballs there? Notice how it's not counting down the 130 seconds. I don't know if there is a 130 second timer. Okay, so that's 3 out of 10 enemies in the room. Dispatched. Okay, stop lagging. Into the room. Okay, let's go. Okay, the challenge has started. There's the lag. And there's adverts. Sorry for anyone that has adverts. I apologise. They happen once an hour. Oh no, there is controller assist. Ew. Why is there aim assist? That wasn't aim assist. That literally locked onto that whole enemy. Yeah, it locks onto the whole enemy. Sometimes, when he wants to. But that's inconsistent. Let's not fall into the fire. Fire and the flames, we carry on. Oh, he's so bad at shooting. Oh, come on. It turns me round. I wasn't turning round to him, but the aim assist turned me round. You were roasted to a crisp. No, we didn't. We got stabbed by a minion. There was no feedback on how much health I had. Or how much damage we were taking. I didn't realise we were quite so low. My drink is in the way of being able to see the health gauge. So that's the problem. But we'll get it next time. We'll get the first room next time. Next time. Just a bit disappointed with the loading. I think Baron burns a lot to unlock. Notice how my sensitivity is back down to 0.6. And I cannot turn anymore. Notice how that's a problem. Oh, but on mouse, yeah, you got some sensitivity. On controller. I'm gonna put it back to where I want it. And suddenly we can turn. At not an unreasonable level. Turn it on. But why did it go back down to 0.6, you know? We're going to slow them down. We're going to slow them down. Because they weren't really running away in fear, were they? I did not notice any fearful enemies. None at all. Pardon me? None at all. Now we need to wait for 10 hours for... Clear the room without jumping! Oh, I can use my abilities, you're saying. I can clear a room without jumping. 160 seconds. Well, this room doesn't have cheesable from the door enemies. Wow, 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 wow. Stop locking onto them. Could it stop? Yeah, well, it was fail the challenge or fall into the lava, wasn't it? I think I would rather change. I'm not touching anything that locks onto that and just fall. See how? How you do nothing and it. Hello? He was like, I'm done with your keys. He jumps off the bodies of his little minions. The lag's gonna kill me as well. Are they all gonna go into the lava for me, or are they gonna find a way around? You know, now I'm trying to hit the barrel. Stop locking onto the enemies and let me hit the explosive barrel that would be really, 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 really nice that I was aiming at, that would have blown them all to smithereens. Instead, he said no, you're not allowed. And then lagged so that you can't finish the enemy. Lag, please. Let me play. And also the controller vibrates that entire time. Hello? Who's... Did that thing just resurrect? So that one got a bit stuck, which is annoying. Okay, at least that time it let me blow up the barrel and didn't lock onto them. Because, you know, when you're aiming at a barrel and waiting for the enemies to go past it so you can shoot the barrel, and then suddenly it goes, no, I want to track the minion. That is annoying. And that's why aim assist is horrible. Okay. There's a thing. Is there some health somewhere? Lag? Lag is a problem. Sure, they'll optimize it better. I can play any huge games that are a lot more graphics intensive and, you know, processor intensive than this. Elemental perk stones grant upgrades tied to the elemental path you chose at the start of your run. Collecting these stones will enhance your elemental abilities, making you stronger and more destructive. Okay. Increases damage done by Heaven Salt and slowed by 10%. Killing a slowed enemy causes an explosion. Give me that one. Get anything out of that? Pillar of Salt is nothing. The skull must mean enemy. Yes, okay. Don't accidentally. You can just fart him in the distance.
I'm not done yet!
And also, you hit me in thin air, even though you shouldn't really be able to.
Can't. Oh, wait! You can't!
Like, there was no ability to dodge that. That was an instant damage fart. I was jumping over the crevasse. And no matter what, the fart hit me. Even though it spawned in the fire below. Seems a little unfair. Okay, well, we've taken a lot of damage. Is this crystal anything? Maybe it is lagging as though we've done something. There's a ghost up there in the top, I see. Lagging as though that maybe did something. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just lag because maybe it's loaded in the next room. Bang. Come on. Did we do something? Did we do something good? Did we do something bad? We blown up the game? What did we do? Surely we didn't break the game and make it free us entirely forever now. Right. Surely. 2 crystals for extra power. These glowing crystals are scattered across the battlefield. Fight them, shoot them, and achieve a temporary buff. Stay alert and make the most of them whilst they last. Apparently that's nothing though. Any more secret hiding in here? I feel like that ghost is... I feel like if we shoot that ghost, it might do something. Different crystal. It didn't do anything. But we need health. Definitely needs our health back. Place to rest and prepare. Okay, we can level up. Clear the room without swapping your weapon. We have other weapons. Okay, let me level up. Need to load the slowest tutorial in the world. Takes 10 years to load this tutorial. This might need a little optimization. Just saying. just a little bit of optimization. What did Steam say my graphics card was? I think it was a 3060 laptop, apparently. Or a 4060 laptop. Graphics card equivalents. Every enemy you defeat releases this corrupted soul. It's a desktop, obviously, but that's still a pretty powerful graphics card. Take these souls to the level up altar to cleanse them to level up. Each time you level up, you get to choose from a set of perks to improve your run. Okay, defeated enemies releases souls. Okay. The 5% chance to eliminate enemies instantly to the 30% less health. Increases damage done by 10%, but makes us slower. Takes 10% less damage from ranged. Let's deal weak point hits against them, deal more damage. That seems pretty good. Okay, and then the thing closes and covers its eyes. You can only open the chest from the front.
Let's go kill some demons.
Okay. Door breaker punches them in the face. So 300, but it's probably weak and low. Shotgun or big gun? The loudmouth. Well, that seems way better than Red Dead Redemption. $75 reroll weapon perk. I think the Divine Workbench lets you reroll the passive. And safe rooms, a single reroll can change your build. Increases crit damage by 25% chance. Okay. Increases the player's movement speed by 10% whilst this weapon is equipped. No. Increases the fire rate to this weapon by 15%. What do you have? Purchase a perk. Trade souls for powerful perks. Okay. 7. Well, we didn't have enough anyway. Choose wisely. These blessings may be key to your survival. Only we haven't spent it all on rerolls. 40 health. That's not a lot. I said really didn't expect it to take damage. Ow. I am not the only one who can tease through the door. I was peeking through the fog door. Why is this doing nothing to that? That is trash. That gun is trash. T-R-A-S-H. Not the enemy. Not the enemy. He didn't appreciate that much. I don't think they like being teased, you know. Something tells me the enemy aren't appreciating being teased. Don't know what it is, but something tells me they don't appreciate being teased from the other end of the map. Can't see why they wouldn't like it. Why would they not like it? Why would they not like being teased? I mean, if the game's gonna lag and if the goddamn gun's gonna be... Lag! Please! Need to be able to move! Didn't see me coming. Who's shooting at me?
Want to try again?
Hello? Did I kill them all? Did I get them all? The time is still counting down. Challenge failed? Excuse me? I did not change the weapon in the room within the time limit. What do you mean challenge failed? What do you mean? One hidden chest spawns per level. Shoot sand glasses to slow things down for 5 seconds. Uses ability cooldowns. Give me. This isn't treasure chest. Hidden chest can be buried in the room. Bar at the top of the field. An X will appear when you're near enough. Okay. Defeat an enemy releases souls. Okay, yes. A bar at the top of the screen to hide them seems awful. Okay, we have 6 and 2 and 10. That's the heals. Give me your stuff. Hello? 2? I not get a thing. Okay, this was awful. Purifier, the trash gun, but a better version of the trash. Like, accuracy 100%, no. It went wee off the top of the screen the instant you shot it. That is trash. Also, 484 damage per second, but actually it hits for 2. It's trash. Okay, 250 DPS, it's the pyro. That must hit for 8 million then, because it's lower damage. Or a rifle, which does less accuracy, so it must hit and not move. It must be perfect. Fire rate 6. This one has a fire rate of 1, so this must do the most damage, because it does not fire 8 million things a second. Could I have taken all of the pistols? Well, I could have got a better pistol, couldn't have I? Increases crit damage. What about the other weapon? Increases crit damage. I mean, honestly, crit damage wasn't bad. Reduces weapon recoil. Wait a minute. Total recoil. Okay, don't kill and waste a single bullet. Kill and don't waste a single bullet. Okay, that's 2 kills without wasting a single bullet. I know that we're outside of the room, but apparently we failed the challenge. Challenge failed. Lag! How are these enemies already so dead? Are all of the improved weapons just bad?
A little hit like that won't slow me
Lag.
down.
Come on. Come on, lag. We're in the middle of combat. Please let me play. Why are all of the weapons so bad? hit them with the pistol. It's the only good weapon. Okay. Enemies are coming. Controller, please. Don't start locking onto it. So there's 2 enemies down there that seemingly don't move. One down. Lag!
Not sorry.
Oh, convenient. What? It's literally got an X marks the spot on the floor. Soulbound lantern holds several souls. You'll know when it's time to use it. Probably time to use it when you're in the next room, right? I had to click shoot there 5 times before it actually shot. And also I keep having to hit reload 4 or 5 times to actually get to reload. Smells of secret in the Lavary area. Right. But also death. But also death. These skulls are very low res. They're sugar skulls. Into the next area. Kill 5 enemies, make it fast, make it brutal. Well, I mean, I could get them really low. Why are all of the single... Okay, micro piercer. The classic. Fire rate +3, a shotgun. And surely the shotgun couldn't possibly be low damage and lying, right? Okay. We have the base standard weapon, which does 180 DPS, which is better than any of those. I'm not even gonna re-roll. Can we buy perks? I imagine we've got the 28. Okay, give me some stuff. Zapocalypse. When you deal damage to the enemy, there's a 5% chance for the bullet to ricochet to enemies. Can I not buy more? Lag. Game frozen. %5 chance for the bullet to ricochet. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. When it ricochets, you know, the 5% chance is not great, but when it ricochets is amazing. You're waiting out the lag. That'll be some sort of tutorial, right? Ba bam 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 bam. Eventually we'll get to play. Eventually. Boss Buster. When boss or elite enemy drops below 40% HP, your damage to them is double for 3 seconds. Nice. That sounds really good. Then we can also get Clip-O-Matic. Increased reload speed by 10%. How about any more perks off of you? Leveled up. We're gonna take some extra health. Unreliable only takes 3 bullets. Fine. Okay, 33 health. Leveled up. Kill enemies. Lag. Okay, that crit. Pretty nice. Obviously, if we weren't playing on controller, that should have been the actual lock-on of the stupid thing. I get them all nice and low. Also, I click shoot and then it lagged and wouldn't let us shoot. And then it just locks me onto the floor rather than the enemy. That's perfect. What? Stop locking onto it, controller. Don't want controller assist. Not helping, you're locking onto the wall. I'll jump then to defy controller assist. Oh, this lag. Okay. You know, 5 enemies within 30 seconds. Could have got them low, could have teased them, could have just gone in and done it. Hang on, what's that? Oh. It's another enemy. In 30 seconds, there's a green crystal. Interestingly, that purple thing didn't actually appear till we were in the room.
Not done yet. Alright, don't slow down. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I didn't see the lag coming. Bam, 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 bam. The lag is coming. The lag is here. Lag is eternal. Kill Street. Lag is gonna kill us. Yeah, it wouldn't let me aim up there as well. I was trying to aim up for that barrel for 3 seconds to shoot them before they got to kill me, but you know, if it wasn't for the lag, we would stand a chance on controller. But the lag certainly makes it so that half the time your buttons don't work. And also, it's going to put us down to 0.6 sensitivity as well. Which is also going to be an annoyance. Every time you reload, you go back down to 0.6 sensitivity. So, but yeah, we got a reasonable bit of a way in. I think for a first look, we'll wait until there's a bit more polish so that we can actually play. You know, because with all this lagginess, it's a little unplayable. And also, I've clicked resurrect 80 times. I don't know what's taking it so long out. We must have unlocked something that is going to take 10 years to come up with the tutorial screen. But if it wasn't for the lagging, randomly, I don't know why it's lagging like that for no reasons. You know, it could be a good game. And also the sensitivity that randomly turns itself down to nothing. And then, you know, some feedback for how low your health is, because I can't see their health 90% of the time. It's not in the best place. We do seem to lose a lot of health. But, you know, maybe if I played on keyboard and mouse, I would actually kill them quick, and then we wouldn't have issues of taking damage, because I'd be able to aim better. I want to be able to play on keyboard and mouse. I mean controller. I want to be able to play on controller. You've programmed it so you can. Without aim assist. Let me turn aim assist on as well. That aim assist is actually making me aim for the floor to not hit the enemy, to hit the floor. It was doing that several times in that last room. It also makes it so that when you're aiming at a barrel, waiting for all the enemies to pass it to blow up the barrel, it goes, nah, I'm going to aim at that enemy that you definitely want to hit instead. Which I didn't. I was setting up a trap to blow them all with the barrel. And then it said, no, you can't. And also, it's never going to load again. You have died permanently to roasted to a crisp. And it doesn't matter how you die, you roast to a crisp. And that fog spawning one, whatever the thing is that that enemy does, there's no way to dodge it. It instantly hits you, even if you're moving and jumping and dodging it. It instantly hits you. There's no dodging it. I know I literally never ever pressed dash once. Maybe you have to dash. Be able to do anything. Resurrect got slightly brighter, so maybe it might actually resurrect us now. He thinks, but it still doesn't seem to load. But yeah, there's a few things that might need to be a bit different. It looks promising, but it needs some work to fix the issues. Including you roasted to a crisp permanently. Even if you didn't roast to a crisp. Whatever killed you, you were a crisp. And then you're stuck forever as a crisp in infinite loading screen now. And I don't know why it won't recognise that we've clicked. So I definitely clicked it with the mouse. Okay. Well, that was stupid. It wasn't even letting me press A to resurrect. I clicked... My controller got switched off something. Without making a noise. That would probably be why it didn't resurrect. There is no way my batteries have run already. Did I wave it about too much? Because I charged these. I may have overcharged them. Yes. Been distracted and leaving them a bit too long. But surely that didn't break them. They're literally Energizer batteries. And they're not that many uses in. They should be thousands of uses. They should be good. Okay, but even though we did click the continue. We've still got a bit of a wait for the loading. Seems to have paused. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. World's longest loading screen. Before we go back to 0.6 sensitivity. Falling it. I mean, you can move the mouse. Hasn't frozen. We're just a permanently burnt crisp. We're not allowed to play again. Ever again. You are now a crisp. The hands are reaching out to grab you and eat you. This is hell. This is what hell is like. You are now a crisp. Everyone is going to beat you. You need to run. But you can't because you have no legs because you are a crisp. Hey, come on. Eight years later. Eventually, we will be able to do something. But at the moment, it seems we are not able to do anything. Waiting for some ability to make a choice. I know, I was basically saying, let's call it a day for today, and the game's like, oh, fine now. Refuses to play. So this is definitely something that needs to be fixed, because a lot of people are going to play for the first hour, and if they get to this point where it just does nothing, that would be where they would then refund the game on Steam because it's entirely broken. But it's still within the 2-hour refund. A few things that might need fixing. Hello, Natalo. Hello. How's your day going? Hopefully it's going good. We're playing nothing because it's broken. But how was the rest of your weekend? Hopefully it went well. I was just about considering what to do next because, this is broken. But how was work? Playing broken game, yay! Well, not playing anymore. It's certainly not playing anymore. It's not letting me. But how was your day? Hopefully it went well. Get up to anything interesting? I know you were planning to go to work early. Did everything go well? How's the weather been? Hopefully it's not been too hot. Yeah, we've just got a infinite forever loading screen at the moment. Right, first day back at work. Went alright, I guess. Good to hear it went alright. The first day back's the biggest hurdle when you've been taking some time off. Weather's perfect here, nice. It's been sort of very, very windy and raining here. How's your day been? Day's been okay. Just a bit boring at work at the moment because they're in the situation of, you're between the things, so we're not going to give you any new cases because you won't be able to do them all in time. So the stuff that you got, you just need to wait until you're able to do things, and then it's been a bit boring and slow. But other than that, it's been okay. And then game's been laggy and breaking, so need to find a different game to play, I think, for the rest of the day, once it even finishes loading so that I can even close the game. Maybe enjoy the slacker time a bit. Maybe. Just the unfortunate thing is we're supposed to have a clean desk policy, so we can't, do anything else other than beyond the work systems. So, it gets a bit boring because it's not like I can go on YouTube or Twitch or anything because I'm not allowed. So it just ends up being a very, very, very long day with, nothing to do. But I'll enjoy the slacker life a bit and take it easy and, maybe do some exercise during the time or something. Got 2-litre bottles of pop down there to do some lifting and exercises with. So, enjoy the slacker time and a bit of exercise time. But Have you got a lot of work planned for your first week back, or are they, you know, giving it you a bit easier for the first week back? Good. Nice. Thank you. Also, when do you go to America? Because I know you're going to America, you said, with T-Torp soon as well. T-Torp's going there first, and then when are you planning on doing the trip yourself? Okay, this definitely isn't loading. Well, I guess we get an interesting backdrop. The little fire. 19th of September. Okay, so it's a bit further away than I thought. I was thinking, you know, it was just like you were going to do it in the next week or so. Hello, Burn Robin. Hello, hello. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you, thank you. 19th. So you got a whole month practically to plan everything. Pretty good. So I was thinking you were just going to go to Poland and then go straight to the America place as well. Didn't think that was going to be the gap between, but it's nice that there is. I can't actually plan on a time off yet at the moment. I did have some plans originally, but, you know, I've had to change all those plans now. Good to see everyone saying hello to each other. Yeah, this game definitely ain't working. It was a bit, not that well, but it's definitely more broken. But how's your day been, Born Robin? Hopefully it's been going good. But if you're lurking, you know, don't feel forced out of the lurk. Appreciate the lurk. Yeah, I might have to Alt F4 this. Might have to Alt F4 the game. I'm not playing Alt F4 because there's a game also called Alt F4. Any plans for tomorrow's stream as well? We respect the lurk, exactly. Got to respect the lurk. There's a lot of people that don't respect the lurk, but you've always got to respect the lurk. I know that there are some people that look to see who's lurking as well, and I never do. Because, you know, if they're just lurking and they don't want to be called out, you can't call them out. You don't look. They want to say hello, I'm lurking, they can say hello and, you know, be appreciative. If they're lurking and don't want to say anything, you know, I don't look. No plans. I'm sure you'll come up with something good. Having a bath, so don't want to drown my phone. True. That does sound like it would be a pretty terrible idea if your phone was to end up in the bath. It isn't even closing with Alt F4. I'm gonna have to do things to close it. Yeah, definitely don't drop the phone in the bath. We're all in the bath together. We're doing fine otherwise. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good to hear you're doing fine as well. Is that why the game broke? Sometimes watch stream whilst in the bath. See, I've considered, but I never take the phone in or anything because I would probably also drop the phone in the bath, let's face it. Absolutely would drop the phone in the bath. Probably very guaranteed. And also, you know, sometimes after eating and everything, I get in the bath and then I get tired and then, you know, sleepy, so that'd be even worse. Definitely would drop something in the bath. Okay, the game is so broken that it won't even let me close it. Will it even let me get Task Manager up? Hello? Yeah, like, you know, it's been something that I've considered. It would make life easier. Okay, so Task Manager exists. I just can't get to it. So, Yeah, they definitely did a good job of breaking this game, didn't they? There's still an extra option. It's not the best option. But this definitely closes the game. But it's to shut the PC down. Where's my interrupt option to stop it shutting the PC down, though? Okay. Cancel. Okay, good. We closed the game. Twitch things will forever be on there. Twitch things will forever live on the computer, even though it is gone. Okay. I do! It will always stay on there. Even though it does not work, it will always stay on the computer. It has to. How could I get rid of it? Like an old rune, exactly. It must forever exist. Because you never know, one day it might come back, but until that day, it exists forever on the computer. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do now, because I had planned to play that game the entire stream, but it's a little too broken. I'm going to end the YouTube stream so that